Among Colchester's population of almost 200,000, there are hundreds of asylum seekers who've made this Essex town their new home. Its history stretches back 2,000 years, with the military always playing a major part of its identity from Roman times. For some of those who fled war-torn countries, Colchester provides refuge and comfort.
I stay in Cali, and then I travel to England.
By boat?
By boat, yeah.
Ali is from Sudan and made a perilous journey to the UK a couple of years ago.
Right now, I'm still an asylum seeker. I'm still waiting interview, but it's very good, you know. I feel excited. People are very friendly. Everything is here fine for me.
Most asylum seekers do not have the right to work in the UK, therefore are financially dependent on the state.
Every week they give us 55, you know.
£55?
55 pounds.
A week?
Yeah, every week, 55 pounds, yeah. It is not enough, but what are we gonna do? Nothing, you know. I find protect, I find safety, everything. I don't mind about money right now.
The Liberal Democrat-run council here says the influx of asylum seekers is having an impact on social housing.
Housing is a problem across the country. We don't have enough houses for people, we don't have enough council homes, and that's been an issue over many years. So this adds another weight to that, okay? When they're coming out of the hotels and wanting to be placed into accommodation, we are already under pressure, so it adds an extra pressure, an extra level of pressure to the accommodation we have in Colchester. And it may mean that people aren't going to get the housing they want. It might be substandard in terms of size, and it pushes the local population even further into crisis as well.
Over the last week or so, we've contacted several schools and GP surgeries in this area to find out what impact, if any, asylum seekers have had on that particular public service. Some haven't responded, and those who have said they don't want to talk about it. There's a real concern here how people's remarks could be perceived, and so there's a reluctance to be honest on camera. One man who spoke to us off camera did say that he feels asylum seekers have become a strain on society. Some locals argue paying taxes should mean being prioritised.
I do feel very sorry for people that are coming over from countries that aren't nice and they've got children, because I would want to get away from it if I've got a young family. But I do have reservations about young people that are coming over that don't need to. There's no work, there's nowhere for them to live, and all that kind of thing should be for our people that have got nowhere to live.
I know they're escaping harm and they're escaping war, but they come here in numbers, and I believe they come here for an easy ride. And they'll get looked after a lot more than our people on the streets, our old veterans on the street as well. You've got, well, say not a housing crisis at the minute, but you've got people who are struggling to pay bills, and they just go and get their sort of housing for free electricity, free gas, free water.
Of course, it's true those waiting for asylum are given free accommodation. However, once their status is confirmed, they need to pay their own way or ask for government support.
So here we are together.
Charities here who help asylum seekers adjust to life in a new country refute allegations of them being given special treatment. Some people say it's not fair that asylum seekers are being prioritised. Are they being prioritised?
That's completely untrue. Number one, saying something again and again doesn't make it valid. It's absolutely untrue that people are being prioritised. Organisations like ourselves exist because people are not prioritised. Most of them are in private accommodation or they're in hotels. And I would love to see somebody actually bring up a genuine case where somebody has been prioritised like that. And I can tell you right now, they won't be able to. It doesn't happen.
The government says we work closely with local authorities and understand the pressures they face to support asylum seekers in their area. In recognition of this, the government has an established funding package for local authorities that house asylum seekers. The funding is not ring-fenced, and the payments they receive are intended to ease pressures on local services. Maths lies at the heart of the asylum issue. More asylum seekers contributes to local population growth. For many, it's a small price to pay for helping some of the world's most vulnerable. But at a time when many in Britain are already feeling the squeeze, for some, the sums just don't add up.